social credit.
You want to stay? You want to stay?
Just say it.
You can just stand there. Yeah.
Next we have Dwayne Vines introducing the next speaker.
I'm going to introduce Jeff. He's going to talk to you guys about divorce and the effects that it has on children. He's a hardworking person. He was born and raised in Hazleton, and he just loves history. He wants to be a social studies teacher one day, if not teaching history somewhere. But we're going to let Jeff get into more detail about divorce and the effects that has on children. So.
Okay, guys. I'm just going to start off with this little statement. According to divorcerate.org, about what percentage of marriages in the U.S. today do you guys think end in divorce?
Over 50?
Well, yeah, 50%, but I was reading, it said second marriages, it's about 60%, and then third marriage is 70% end in divorce. So, this fact fascinated me that I decided to talk on the topic. Divorce in the United States. Alright, the key points I'm going to be talking about today is what exactly is divorce, the definition of divorce. When parents divorce, how does it affect their children mentally, emotionally, and socially? And then things parents can do to help their children cope with their divorce. Alright, what is divorce? According to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, divorce is defined as the action or instance of legally dissolving a marriage. I have a video with some facts on how divorce affects children, so take off that. There's no person talking, so I'll just read the fact to you guys.
Perfect. That's perfect.
Divorce and children, the facts. The divorce of parents, even if it's amicable, tears apart the fundamental unit of American society. Compared to children from homes disrupted by death, children from divorce homes have more psychological problems. Teens in single families are 3 times more likely to need psychological help. Of all children born this year, 50% will experience divorce before they turn 18. It can take more than 2 years for a child to adjust to divorce. And 70% of all inmates grew up in broken homes. Half of all American children will witness the breakup of a parent's marriage. Of that 50%, another 50% will experience a second divorce. Families that were not poor before their divorce tend to have a 50% decrease in financial stability. And professionals report that even after 6 years, children of divorce... children of divorce are at a greater risk to experience physical and mental dysfunction. Depression, thoughts of suicide, asthma and headaches, anger and sleep problems, frequent guilt and early sexual activity. One out of every 10 children will live through 3 or multiple parental breakups. And 40% of children in the U.S. grow up fatherless. Surely it's good news that most children of divorce are not clinically depressed. Does it matter that children whose parents divorce report lonelier, less protected, and more stressful childhoods? I think that's the end. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. What are the effects of divorce on children? Thank you, Diego. Keep on, Diego. For children, divorce can be stressful, sad, and confusing. At any age, children may feel uncertain or angry at the prospect of mom and dad splitting up. And this, according to Jocelyn Block and Gina Kemp and others, I found this on the website, November 2012. According to the article, the effects of divorce on children, negative effects include high levels of stress, change in economic status, and dramatic changes in behavior, including types of high-risk behavior, like it's stated in the video before. What can parents do to help children cope? Block, Kemp, and others also provide the following tips. Always tell the children the truth about the divorce. Provide as much details while the divorce is happening, and depending on the child's age, tell them simple and honest reasons why mom and dad are getting divorced. Like if they're 2 or 3 years old, tell them, oh, because we can't get along, you know, don't go into depth because they're gonna get lost. Tips continued. Make the changes as clear as possible for the children, and make sure that the children know that they can talk to both parents as much as possible or needed about how they're feeling as time goes by. And never start blaming the other spouse for the divorce. It only causes more stress for the children in the future. A recap of key points. Divorce is when married couples legally seek separation. Divorce may affect children mentally, emotionally, and socially. And there are things parents can do to help their children cope with their divorce. My concluding thoughts. Divorce is and probably will continue to be the single most defeating factor in achieving the American dream. Growing up, getting married, having kids, growing old with another human being, that's what society kind of, tells us we should do. And children of divorced parents have a bumpy road ahead of them, but there are many ways and things that can be done to smooth out that road. Any questions, Scott? Oh, okay. Any questions? That's my email. Feel free if you have any. And these are my sources.